Hey, Tedric. You know that Chris Peterson came from Boise State, the school known for all those crazy trick plays, and Washington runs multiple trick plays a game.
Um,
So, as a defense, how much time do you guys have to spend preparing for those trick plays and when you know they're coming?
yeah, I think all the teams in the conference run trick plays, so we gotta study film how we've been doing all week or all season long. Really, that's the main thing. Study film and try to learn tendencies and things like that because one of the best offenses we faced all year and one of the best in the country. So we just gotta do what we've been doing all season long and just listen to our coaches and really study film.
Cedric, the money gang seems to have taken off kind of a life of its own.
Mm-hmm.
Take me back to how that kind of originated. Do you remember exactly who came up with it? And
Yeah, it's still a debate about who came up with it between Cheeto, Foe, and they both said they came up with it. I don't really remember who came up with it. They came up to me in the locker room, Alt Kello, Cheeto, and Foe, and we was all trying to figure out what to come up with. What I remember Cheeto saying like it got to be something about money, so because we all trying to get money. So I don't know who exactly came up with it. I ain't gonna put that out there, but yeah. So one of them had came up with it, and we just been rolling with it ever since.
yeah, and obviously it's a nickname. It comes with the symbol after you guys make big plays. But do you feel like having an identity kind of you
Yeah.
guys can carry that with you a little bit?
Yeah, it definitely carries us having an identity on the field because we feel like a group. As an entire defense, we feel like a group. But in the back end like that, when we have just some type of identity that people are starting to know us by, it's truly a blessing, and it just brought that bond a lot more closer.
Tedric, you guys are going up against the Offensive Player of the Year and Jake Browning at quarterback. You want to just talk about what he brings to the field and maybe something you haven't seen yet this year?
He's a great quarterback. He was up for the Heisman, and in my opinion, he still should be up for the Heisman. One of the best quarterbacks in the Pac-12. He just said he got Offensive Player of the Year, and what's crazy is the fact that he's a young guy, so still has a lot more experience. But he plays like he's a veteran. He plays like he's a senior. He controls the entire offense. He knows how to check plays. He knows how to he knows how to scramble. He knows how to make plays happen with his legs and with his feet and things like that. And he knows how to read coverages, read defenses. So, like I said earlier, we just gotta study him and keep studying the offense.
Taylor, can you talk about not only yourself, but several guys got all conference honors today, and not a lot of first teamers, but a lot of first and second teamers. And does it just kind of speak to the whole kind of group mentality and not necessarily one star on this team?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet who won what. I haven't looked at it or anything like that, but yeah, who won what?
So you, Akello, Cheeto, and Phil, Jeremy, right? You got second team, and then who were the first team? Jimmy and Ryan Muller.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy definitely deserves first team. The way how many sacks he gets, and how much. I think a lot of people don't realize some of this he gets a lot more pressure than people thinks, and that definitely helps out the DB. The DBs, our entire D line gets pressure on the quarterback, and Ryan, he's a dog because teams try to pick on Ryan for some reason, and he's holding his ground all season long. He's one of the toughest DBs back there, because he puts his body on the line every single game. It doesn't matter what he has to do. He's definitely for the team, and in my opinion, Cheeto is the best DB in the country. It's just crazy to me. I honestly think he's the best DB in the country because he could play it all. He could play nickel, he could play corner, he could play safety. You can even put Cheeto at linebacker. Yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like that's definitely the best DB in the country. And with Akello, how he brings his grit towards the game and how he watches film and how he's able to help out the DBs in the backfield. Like he tells me the splits. We always talk and communicate before the play and things like that. So just to have certain guys on first team, second team, stuff like that is just a true blessing with our defense, and we just got to keep working because UW is a great team.
Tedric, you also are going to go up against John Ross, who's one of the best wide receivers in the Pac-12. You want to just talk about the challenges he brings?
Yeah, like you said, definitely one of the best receivers in the Pac-12. He's a fast guy, extremely fast. I think that's the first thing we realized on film was how fast he was and how he knows to get in and out of his routes and how he knows how to set up defenders and set up the DBs and things like that. And the connection the receiver and the quarterback have with each other with John Ross. And that connection is a great connection. He's their deep ball threat just like Pettis is. And, just a great group of receivers we got to go up against. It's going to be a real big challenge for us.
Ted, right here. You were named a Defensive Player of the Week this week. You just got named second team All Pac-12 for this year. Is there an honor you're more proud of out of the two?
Nah, I mean, Not really. I don't really care about individual stats. I tell you all the time. I really don't. I'd rather see my teammates shine than I shine. Even with the defensive player of the week, like the plays I did make and stuff like that was because of other people. The first interception, we worked that drill, the Hail Mary drill since I was a freshman. We working that every single day in practice, and it just translated towards the game. And then the second one, it was more of a coaching aspect. Nate Tay, who doesn't just get the credit he deserves, since I was, especially when Coach Levitt first got here, the defense was confusing to me, and Nate Tay was the one who set me down. And after classes, I was in his office every single day, and I still go to his office today. And I think the way I'm playing, he deserves a lot of credit because he just breaks down offenses so well to me, and like we have a real good bond. We play with each other and stuff like that. Like we joke around with each other, but he was telling me about the quarterback and how to read quarterback's eyes and stuff like that, and to trust my teammates and things like that. So it was really a coaching aspect from Nate Tay, Clark, Tumpkin, Levitt, Mac, all of them. So the awards and things I do get is more because of my teammates are helping me and my coaches are helping me.
As a follow-up, do you think because of these coaches, are these coaches underrated because you're talking them up and everyone wants to talk about Lucio Apello?
Mm-hmm.
Coaches underrated for putting you guys in these spots and letting you get these honors?
I definitely think so. I think these are some of the best coaches in the Pac-12, if not the country. Just how much they actually care about us and how much they want us to succeed and how their work ethic is. I'm pretty sure they're here every day to probably about midnight. I know for a fact they are because sometimes they wake up, or when we get here, you could tell they look like they ain't got no sleep. But, yeah, they definitely deserve more credit than they get because they're putting us through things that's going to happen to the game. They make practice a lot more harder, and they push us a lot.
Tedric, the last 2 weeks kind of felt like playoff games to get you to this point. If you would have lost either one of those two, we wouldn't be here talking.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you're here and you're preparing for the Pac-12 title game on Friday night, is whatever element of pressure that did exist gone, and can you guys just go out and play because you got to this point?
Yeah, I mean, we've been like that, though. We don't listen to nobody besides each other. We don't listen to nobody outside this building, nobody outside our family, because we don't really care what nobody else got to say about us. I think Coach Levitt told us a while ago, the same people that'll pat you on your back is the same people that's going to be quick to knock you down when you do something bad. So, we don't care what nobody else got to say. We listen to each other and listen to our coaches, and that's really it, because they're going to be with us when we doing bad, and they're going to be with us when we're doing good together. So anybody could pat us on the back, say we did this, we did that, we're not gonna listen to it, or they can knock us down, say we about to get destroyed on this game on Friday. We don't really care what nobody got to say about it.
As a follow-up to that, Stefan was in here earlier, and he said he sort of felt like nobody wants to see you guys win this game for whatever reason, whether they want Washington in the playoff or whatever. Do you have that same feeling?
Yeah, I definitely do. I feel like I think it's because nobody thought we'll be at this point, so everybody is mad that we're here, and they don't really want us. I wouldn't say mad; they just didn't expect it. They don't really want us here, so they just want to see us lose by whether it's 3 points, 50 points. It doesn't really matter. They just want to see us lose. So I agree with Cepho. I think everybody's definitely want to see us lose.
Any last questions, Tedric? Thank you, Ted.
Yeah.